What's up, Spikes? Welcome back to Jim's Basement, where today we're playing some casual Magic. But before we get into that, we just want to thank our sponsors. That's Gamegenic. They have all sorts of supplies that you can use for your hobbies, whether that's Magic, a different card game, those probably exist, or even board gaming. You can pick them up at your LGS. We also want to thank Burrito Splendido. They're bringing me some burritos today, and I get to eat them. I'm going to have one with chorizo in it because that's my favorite. Now, before we get to the game, we do have a special guest today. Say hello, special guest.
Hi, I'm Kat. You might also know me as Mother of Cards. I alter Magic cards. Usually they're really cute. Sometimes they're scary, but mostly cute. And I also make really cool custom tokens. You can find all my work on Blue Sky, Instagram, and my website, motherofcards.ca.
Yeah, and you won the die roll today, didn't you?
I did. I rolled 2 cactuses. That's pretty lucky.
That's like 10.
That's a 10 if you ask Prof. Yeah.
So today I'm playing Kykar. I call this deck Jeskai Bullshirt because it's just Jeskai Bullshirt. It's got all the cool Jeskai cards and my pet cards, including Pramicon, Sky Rampart.
Jeez.
He's a cool guy.
That's going to be a fun deck, yeah.
It's like Jim's favorite card.
It's okay, I don't need to attack.
Hi, I'm Jen. Today, I am playing Edward Kenway, the pirate. And it's a pirate deck. That's it. I'm just going to come here and commit piracy and make treasures and take people's stuff and get on boats. That's it, yeah. It's a good time for boating.
You just really into doing sea crimes?
Sea crimes, booty, treasure, all that stuff.
Well, that's fair. Today I'm on Zimone and Dina, and this deck is called Give a Little, Take a Little, because that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to give a little things into my graveyard, and I'm going to take a little health from everyone else while drawing some cards and ramping onto the field. Hopefully, that'll give me enough to kill all my friends.
I'm Jim. Today I'm playing Arabella, so named because of the shape of my life total. It's going to go up as I gain life and knock everybody's life totals down, and then it's going to go down as I get focused for doing that same thing.
Good call, Jim. Let's kick it. Let's crack in to our Squire Pluses. All right, I'm ready. You ready? Everybody ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
All right, draw for turn. We're going to start it off with the Prairie Stream tapped. Pass to you, Dan.
Ooh, all right, I'm going to draw from Alex's deck.
I know you said you were
Piracy.
doing piracy, but I didn't think we were getting off that kind of start.
I'm going to play Fetid Pools tapped.
Oh,
Be careful, he's going to plunder your booty.
Yeah.
yes, get in line. First things first, it's a forest. Second things second, it's a Birds of Paradise. Pass turn.
Okay, I'll draw a card. Plains, pass.
Draw. We shall do a Glacial Fortress and tap that for a Talisman of Conviction.
Ooh,
And I will
everybody's
pass.
ramping. I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw. I'm going to play this Watery Grave untapped. And I'm going to do a Pirate's Due, and I'm going to bury some treasure. So it's an artifact treasure. I can sacrifice it to add a mana, and then I can pay 5 to exile it from my graveyard to discover 5.
Oh, that's cool.
Activate as a sorcery. Go ahead.
Going ahead. Draw a card. Ask me about my perfect mana base.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
One,
I'm
two.
gonna pass on that.
3 for Zimone and Dina. Zimone and Dina is a human dryad 3/4 that says, whenever I draw my second card each turn, target opponent loses 2 life and I gain 2 life. I can also tap, sacrifice a creature, draw a card. I may put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield tapped. If I control 8 or more lands at that point, I can repeat this process once.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay, I'll draw a card. I'll play a mountain, and to nobody's surprise, cast my commander, Arabella, Abandoned Doll. Whenever it attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, and I gain X life, where X is the number of creatures I control with power 2 or less.
Yep.
I'll pass.
Untap. Draw. I'm going to play this Training Center. Would anybody like to concede?
Do something.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to tap everything and tap a colorless here and play Kykar. Wind's Fury. So Kykar is a 3/3 with flying. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I make a 1/1 spirit creature token, and I can sack those spirits to add a red mana. And I will
Awesome.
pass.
Nice.
Cool. Spoiler alert, I'm not casting my commander. But I'm going to draw this card. Then I'm going to sacrifice my buried treasure for a red. I'm just going to cast a Captain Lannery Storm.
It's getting awfully Caribbean in here.
Yeah, well, I'm going to attack Jim because Jim has the only creature that can't kill my commander because I just need a treasure. I'm going to attack you for 2. Sounds good. All good.
Wait, hang on a sec. When it makes whenever he sacrifices a treasure. No, I'm not going to block. I'm going to take 2.
All right, cool.
He can sack a treasure and,
I can,
and
yeah.
kill my commander.
Oh, that would be terrible.
That's spooky.
All right.
Take 238.
All right. And I'm going to pass.
Sounds good. We're going to untap, upkeep, and draw. We'll play Island as land for turn, and we'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, to cast Poison Tip Archer. That's a reacher and a death toucher that says whenever another creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Not another creature I control.
That's a pretty good one.
Another creature.
I feel like we're going to have some synergy going on here.
Far be it from me to ever sin like that.
I don't like this.
Or G, for that matter.
Yeah, you know what? I'm with Jen.
You don't like that?
No, I don't like it.
Okay, well, in that case, pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw a card. I'll play Castle Embrith. It enters in attack mode because I contain a mountain.
Yes.
Jim, what have you been eating?
I don't know.
It's that picture from Titan Strength. Jim's just containing the mountain.
That's
I'm
how he's so
awfully full.
tall.
I'm ready to burst with a hordling outburst.
Okay.
I'm going to create some goblins.
Yep.
1, 2, 3 of them.
3 of them?
And I'm going to move to combat.
Yep.
Jan.
You bet.
On attack, everybody will take 4, and I'll gain 4.
That's
Gross.
wild.
I will not block, and I will take 1.
Jan takes an additional 1, going to 33.
Wow,
Oh,
that
we're
card
starting
would
with
be
the group
like
slug.
it also pumped to
I
power.
love this card so much. I'm going to pass the turn.
I'm going to untap and draw for turn. Then we're going to play a Plains. We're going to get this party started.
Uh-oh.
We'll tap for a red and a white for an Impact Tremors.
I don't remember being invited
Danger,
to this
danger,
party.
danger,
Quick one, I
danger.
think.
Danger,
Yeah.
Will Robinson,
Yeah.
group slug all around. So whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I will deal 1 damage to each opponent. Make spirit, then Impact Tremors enters. I need to counter this Poison Tip Archer.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to play this lovely card, Ashes of the Abhorrent. So players can't cast spells from graveyards or activate abilities of cards from graveyards. That part doesn't matter. But whenever a creature dies, I gain a life.
This doesn't help us. It helps you.
It's the royal us.
Kykar trigger, I will make another spirit.
Okay.
And
That
everybody
one
will
does
lose 1
impact
life.
Tremors, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do some murdering. Jim, you don't have any flyers, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm going to go to combat.
Yep.
I'm going to hit you for 3.
Take 3.
Commander damage.
Okay.
Because that's relevant.
38 with 3 Kykar.
Given how much life Jim's gonna gain, yes.
Yeah, actually-
Relevant.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty
I
relevant.
don't like it.
And then I'm going to pass to you, Jan.
All right, I'm gonna untap, and I thought it was clever, but nope. Draw this card. I would like to go to combat.
Approved.
Okay, don't kill my pirate cat. I'm just gonna attack you because I need a treasure. Trigger. Get a second treasure. Boop.
Kill his pirate.
It's a 2/2.
Kill his pirate. Jim, help. Kill his pirate.
Kill his pirate, kill his pirate, kill his pirate, kill his pirate. Yeah.
But I'm greedy and I want all my mana for myself.
That's true. Yeah, these aren't just 1/1s. These are 1 red mana each.
You know what? I'll let it slide this time. I'll take
It's
it.
not even my commander.
Okay.
Second main phase. I would like to cast a Deadly Dispute. Additional cost, sacrifice an artifact or creature. I will get rid of a treasure.
Trigger. Oh, treasure.
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 See?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to draw 2 cards and make a treasure. I'm going to use both of these treasures to play a Subterranean Schooner.
Gesundheit.
Boat number 1. Whenever it attacks, target creature that crewed it this turn explores.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. We're going to draw. We're going to tap 1, 2, 3 to cast Chasm Skulker. That's whenever I draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on it, and when it dies, create X 1/1 blue squid creature tokens with Island Walk, where X is the number of counters on Chasm Skulker when it dies. Ooh, people have islands. That's nice. Let's see. After all, why shouldn't I? We're going to tap Zimone and Dina to sacrifice our Birds of Paradise. That's going to put draw a card,
Trigger poison tip.
trigger poison tip. So,
Trigger Ashes.
Yes.
okay, Ashes first, so you'll gain a
I'm going
life,
to gain a life.
and then you'll lose a life.
Yep.
And then Jim and Jan also lose a life. So your life total doesn't move really, but Jim to 37 and Jan to 31.
Yep.
Then Zimone and Dina trigger, draw a card. I may put a land from my hand onto the battlefield tapped, which will be this swamp. I don't have 8 or more, so we don't repeat it. But I drew my second card for the turn. And target Jim loses 2 life, and I gain 2 life. So we'll swippity swap life totals.
And you have a Chasm Skulker trigger.
And I have a Chasm Skulker trigger. Thank you. To put 1 on there. All right. Pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap. Draw a card.
This Arabella deck's going to get out of hand very quickly.
Oh, it already is.
They usually do.
I don't know what you want me to do, but I got a boat.
Play Plains as my land for turn. Okay, I'm going to tap 4 and bring out my good friend Romy Thromy.
Oh.
It's going to name Toy.
Okay.
So it's going to double triggers of toy.
No, stop. No, go back.
I'm going to move to combat. This has got Death Touch, so I'm attacking Jen.
Yep.
I've got 2 triggers. One of them is for 4, and the second one is also for 4.
Okay, so 8.
I'm going to
Nice.
pass.
All right, untap. Draw. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. What
That's
are
a
we
lot
gonna
of mana.
do with that?
I've seen more.
I haven't.
It's not a contest.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, this is a contest. We are competing here.
I've been around. I've seen a couple mana totals, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start off by playing this Temple of Epiphany tapped. So I'm going to scry 1. We're going to go shields down this turn. For sure. I too want to be an agent of chaos.
Okay.
I don't sense there's a lot more turns left in this
Yeah, I
game,
know,
so
it might
get
be,
greedy while you can.
I wouldn't worry about it too much, guys.
I'm going to cycle this Rogern Triumph.
Oh, okay,
Draw a
sure.
card.
Sure.
A blue. And sacrifice 2 spirits.
So, triggers.
Triggers.
All of you will lose 2 life, but you'll gain 2 life.
Yep.
So you go nowhere, but these 2 lose 2.
I'll go to 41.
I'll go to 21.
I'm going to cast this lovely card called Whirlwind of Thought.
Cast an
Which says whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I draw a card.
Yeah, trigger Kykar.
And I will make a spirit. And everybody will lose a life.
Oh dear. Jan, how scared are you?
like of this or in general?
Of this specifically.
Oh, of this? I mean, okay, here's the thing, Alex. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I don't feel like I'm an active participant in this. I'm just getting mugged. So, like, everything is scary.
Would you
Oh,
say
okay.
you're getting pirated?
I'm getting pirated.
I see.
That's what happens when you have lots
You
of
wouldn't
prejudice.
download a beating from
Yeah.
Jessica, would you?
That's fair. Well, I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to make Kat an offer you can't refuse.
Oh, get offered.
Oh, dang. All right.
So create 2 treasure tokens.
Yes.
A little
yes, I
consolation
will.
prize.
So I will make 2 treasures.
Those are really cool. We just got those in actually from Aaron from Arcane Artistry. They're like very, very cool tokens. They're plexiglass. So they're like semi-transparent and they're textured on the top.
Ooh, that's
And they're
cool.
dry erase on the back if you want to like write down the number of treasure tokens or whatever. Aaron, shout out. Thank you.
That's
Appreciate
really cool.
it.
Cool product.
Very cool.
So anyway, there's the offer. You couldn't refuse it. You got him.
And I would totally hit you back for that. But you have a reach death toucher.
I know it's
So no
it's
thanks.
a strategic choice.
Hi, Jim. Our car says hello.
Go to 37. 6 Kykar damage.
Mom.
Mama, it's Feathers Night.
And with that, I will pass the
feathers.
turn.
All right, I'm going to untap. Is this a land? Nope. All right, cool. What's the plan now? All right, Captain Lannery Storm, putting in work. Go to combat. Cat. Just because I need it to not die. It's my mana rock.
Yeah, I know.
It's my
It's
mana dork.
fine.
Trigger
I
me.
accept this.
So Cat takes 2.
Yes.
24.
Cat takes 2. And I will make a treasure. All right. Well, I'm immediately going to cash in. You know, pirates are not known for their long-term investment plans. I'm going to play Black Market Connections.
Ooh.
So, being my pre-combat main phase, I choose 1 or more. And it just lets me die faster.
Yeah, you certainly will.
Pastor,
Right on.
I might not even make it.
Do something.
I'll let you guys, I'll let everybody know what the options are if I make it to my next pre-combat main
Very
phase.
good.
I'll draw a card. Trigger Chasm Skulker. Put a counter on it. Play a land for turn. Forest. I'm going to move to combat. We're going to swing Chasm Skulker over at Cat for 3.
What did I do to you?
You played a game of Magic the Gathering with me.
Didn't attack him with Kykar.
Correct.
It doesn't matter. He's not a rational actor.
Exactly.
I'm going to block with my spirit here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
Okay. So
bad for
spirit
us.
down.
Spirit
Everyone
dies.
else loses a life except for you.
Yes.
That's
Jan to
right.
19, me to 36.
Next up, we're going to tap Zimone and Dina to sacrifice this Chasm Skulker. Chasm Skulker trigger on the stack. Poison Tip Archer trigger on the stack. Poison Trip Archer.
And Ash's trigger on the stack.
Exactly. So
Jan to 18.
I'll create 2 squid with Island Walk. Zimone and Dina draw a card. Can't put a land onto the battlefield. But I did draw my second card this turn. So Jim, lose 2.
33.
I'll gain 2, go to 30.
30.
All right. Well, was that enough triggers?
maybe.
It could be.
It could be, but it's not. So what we're going to do is we're going to pay 1, 2, 3 for Plague Crafter. When Plague Crafter enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Each player who can't discards a card.
Okay.
Hold on.
Holding on.
It's fine. I'll let it
It's going to happen?
happen.
Okay. Goblin token down.
I will sacrifice one of my squid.
Send.
2, 3, 4. So that's 4 deaths. Cat's life total doesn't move, but the two of you lose 4 apiece.
Jan goes to 14. I'll go to 29.
Oakley, Dokely, Arda, Chokeles. Well, I'm sorry, Jim. I have to do this now because I don't think I'm going to gain life on your turn. And cast Mortality Spear. Destroy target non-land Arabella.
I would prefer it if you didn't.
I've considered your request.
Yeah.
I'm still going to do it.
Oh.
I'll let this motion pass.
Yeah. So everybody lose a life except for Cat. And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap. Jan, you should be thankful to Alex for that one because I was going to kill you this turn.
No surprise there.
Not you specifically. I have nothing against you specifically.
The royal you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to play this Windbrisk Heights and Hideaway. I'm going to Hideaway that one. Now I've got 4 mana, which allows me to either recast Arabella and get in for a modest, not even get in because Arabella has to attack. Let's go raise the alarm. Going to make 2 of them, and then I'm going to follow it up with a Charismatic Conqueror.
Jim, what does that do?
I'm so glad you asked, Alex.
Oh, yeah?
It's a 2/2 vigilance, and whenever an artifact or creature enters under any of your control untapped, you can tap it, and if you don't, I make a vampire.
All right.
I'm going to pass.
Untap. And draw. First, I'll play an Urza Saga for my land for turn. Colorless, white, red. Oh, and I need to put a counter on this Saga. Kykar! He's back.
Kykar.
Nice. So we take one.
And yeah, take one from
Jan
the
goes to
backgrounders.
12.
Lots of life total changes this game.
And
Yeah.
with that, I will pass the turn to you, Jan.
oh, neat. All right. I made it.
Jan,
Well,
you've got
hang
a
on.
choice to make.
Sweet. That's also bad. Okay.
That's also
Pre-combat main phase. All right. I'm just going to make a treasure and lose a life.
Lose one.
Lose one.
Go to
one singular.
Would you like to have it enter tapped or untapped?
You can have a
good call.
You can have a dude.
I'm going to make one of these friends.
Okay.
You have so many friends, Jim.
I do, including a raise the alarm.
I wonder how long that's been sitting there and we just didn't notice.
Since I
he
cast it, probably, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to immediately spend this treasure. Investment, banking, cast Corsair Captain.
Cool.
When it enters the battlefield, make a treasure.
Okay.
Would you like to have it enter tapped?
Nope.
Make another guy.
Yeah, we'll make another one.
Yeah, you think I'm playing responsibly? I have 11 life totals. I didn't think I would make it this far. I am going to crew my subterranean schooner. Move to combat. I'd like to attack Alex for 3. Trigger. I'm going to explore. I'm going to reveal this card. If it's a land, it was in my hand.
Yep.
If it's not,
+1/+1.
+1/+1.
And you can put
I
it in.
can put it in the graveyard. It's not a land.
It's a treasure cruise.
Yeah, I'm not going to cast that.
Yeah, probably not. I'll take 3.
Yeah, we did it.
Go to 26.
And I'll get a counter. Now he's a 3/3 in a
yeah.
boat. Everything in my hand costs like 5, so pass.
Alrighty. Going to untap, upkeep, and draw.
This is rough, Jan. It's painful to watch.
I'm doing stuff. That's the other thing. Like, I'm not just sitting here on 2 lands
Yeah,
with
yeah.
nothing.
That's the gym special.
All right, we're going to play Swamp as our land for turn. Tap 1, 2 for a classic Oversold Cemetery.
You got it.
does
Don't even
that
read
do?
what it does. Everybody
Wow,
knows what
that's
it does.
from Onslaught, I'm pretty sure. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 4 or more creature cards in my graveyard, I may return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand, which I think still gets around Ashes of the Horrent, yeah?
That is correct, because you are not casting spells or activating abilities. It is a triggered ability.
We got there,
Is it
chat.
creatures or just in general?
Just can't cast spells from graveyards or activate abilities of cards in
Activate
graveyards.
my buried treasure.
Well,
If I ever get to 5. Yeah.
I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, including a black, for known Commander Terror, Mirkwood Bats.
Well, you
One
know what I
life.
have to say to that? I will sacrifice 2 treasures
Uh-oh.
for blue mana,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It also triggers Charismatic Conqueror.
and I will say no to that. Counter spell.
It
it doesn't trigger
Charismatic
Charismatic
Conqueror.
That's a great counter spell.
Yes.
And trigger.
yeah.
I will make a spirit, and everybody lose a life.
Trigger. That triggers Charismatic Conqueror. You will
You will enter
tapped.
that.
I will make a Wampir.
No.
No,
and
you're making
Oh, it
nothing.
entered
Get a
tapped.
vampire,
You're making nothing, and you're gonna like
I'm
it.
paying my taxes today.
So I go to 25. Well, my bats got absolutely. What'd you say earlier? Booty blasted.
Nobody said that
Oh,
earlier.
okay.
I'm very
No.
confident.
Oh, you said something about
You
something about
got
stealing my booty.
lasered. It's the one with the lasers on it.
Plundering booty?
Plundering booty. Yeah, it's booty got plundered.
Yeah, that might be a good clip, Phil. You clip that booty blasted?
Yeah.
Booty blasted? We're gonna swing Plague Crafter and this Island Walking Squid at Cat.
Yeah, you are. And I'm gonna take it.
You're gonna take all four?
Yep.
Okie dokie. In my second main phase, same as the first, we're gonna tap Zimone and Dina to sacrifice Plague Crafter.
Okay.
Plague Crafter goes to the yard. We've got a couple of triggers, including everybody loses a life except for Cat because Cat gains life. Then I'm gonna draw a card, and we're so good at this, chat. It's a forest, so we're gonna put it on the battlefield, tapped.
Yep.
There aren't 8 of them, so I don't do that, but I did draw my second card, so Jim, lose 2 life, and I'll go to 27. Then I'm gonna move to my end step and pass the turn.
I will untap. Draw a card. Okay, we got to try and rebuild here. So I'm going to cast a Skull Clamp. Equip it to a Goblin.
Goodbye, Goblin.
I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Everybody loses a life.
Yes. Lose a life
Except
before.
for me.
And I'll draw 2 cards off the resolution of Skull Clamps. Well, fortunately, the Skull Clamp did exactly what I wanted it to do. Drew me into my land drop, which allows me to recast my commander, Arabella.
Something perfect mana base.
Yeah, I'm just really good at the game. That's all.
I guess so.
I'm going to move right through combat and pass the turn.
We're gonna start it off by tapping 4/5 for my friend Teferi, Hero of Dominaria.
Ooh, that's 5 mana to Fairy?
That is 5 mana Teferi.
Okay.
I'm going to 7.
So if you're not familiar with this one, it's a Planeswalker where I can plus them to draw a card, and then at the beginning of my end step, I untap 2 lands. Or I can -3 to put a target non-land permanent onto its owner's library, third from the top. So that will trigger Kykar, as it's a non-creature spell. And I will make a spirit, and everybody will lose a life from impact tremors.
Yeah.
Then,
That spirit triggers Charismatic Conqueror.
yes, we will have it enter tapped.
Okay.
We're paying our taxes, people.
Yeah.
Always pay your taxes. So with Teferi, I will choose to activate the -3 ability, where you will target Arabella
Okay.
with Teferi.
I'm sending it to command zone.
Then, is there any good attacks? Yes, there is. Hey, Jim,
Yeah.
you should really play some flyers in your deck.
Okay.
Make some spirits or something.
I can make some spirits.
These vampires flying, right?
I'm going to move to combat. Kykar will go at Jim.
Okay.
I'm going to sacrifice 2 spirits.
So that's Jan to 5 and Jim to 16.
Yep.
I will cast a Talisman of Creativity.
Trigger.
Trigger.
Kykar and Charismatic Conqueror. Kykar first.
Yep. So spirit will enter tapped.
Okay.
I'll go to 25, Jim to 15, Jan to 4.
And then the Talisman triggers Charismatic Conqueror as well
Shoot.
when it enters.
I'm not going to pay for that one.
Ooh.
I'm not going to tap.
I'll make a Wampir.
1 vampire. Then I will pass the turn.
I think the only thing I reasonably should do is make another trigger.
Okay. Go to 3.
Yeah.
And that triggers Charismatic.
You have it.
Make a Wampir. Go to 4.
Poor Dan.
It's fine. I would like to cast the greatest card you can ever draw on like turn 7. And that's a Soul Ring.
Trigger.
Wow.
Charismatic Conqueror.
Yeah, I'm a vampire.
Okay.
I can just play this because it's a pirate card, kind of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Revel in Riches. Because I would also like to have triggers
It
when
is a pirate card.
my opponent's stuff dies.
Jan's looking to win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's
Kill
fun.
him.
That's fun.
I'm going to start some stuff. I'm going to crew my subterranean schooner.
Mhm.
And then I am going to donk to ferry. But trigger
Ramirez.
Ramirez de Pietro.
All right. You have a Teferi donk.
I did
Thank
it.
you, Teferi.
Nice.
All right.
You served us well.
Best turn.
That's the turn. All right. We're going to untap. And during our upkeep, I've got 4 more creature cards in my graveyard. I'm going to return Plague Crafter from over there to over here. Then I'm going to draw a card for turn. We'll play a Swamp as land for turn. We'll tap 1, 2, 3 For you know him, you love him, it's Plague Crafter.
Cool. ETB 2 triggers. Mine happens first.
He can enter tapped.
Okay. I am going to sacrifice a goblin.
Okay.
I'm going to sacrifice spirit.
I'm going to sacrifice Plague Crafter. All right, so we got
Triggers.
4 damage coming out, except for you.
Whoa.
Jan's got stuff to do.
I have a trigger now, too.
Okay.
That
He has
resolves before
treasures.
yours.
Yes, very good.
Sure, you got
I have
4 treasures.
3 treasures. Creature opponent.
Oh,
controls.
opponent controls. My apologies.
That is. Where's your life gain cards? I didn't
All
see
of these
speed.
say sorcery on them. Okay, I'm dead.
Okay.
Bye, Jan.
So that's Jan to
is
dead.
0.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Draina, the Last Blood Chief. Flying in whenever Draina, the Last Blood Chief attacks, defending player chooses a non-legendary creature card in my graveyard. I return that card to the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. It is a vampire in addition to its other types.
Trigger.
Yeah, sure, it's tapped.
Okay.
All right.
Then we're going to send our little squiddly guy over to Cat for 1. And then we're going to tap Zimone and Dina, sacrificing our little squiddly guy. Jim, lose 1.
I'll lose 1. Then Zimone.
Then Zimone and Dina.
Yep.
So we're going to draw a card. Terror. It's not a land. But I do control 8 lands, so we're going to repeat this process.
Okay.
It's not a land. I drew my second card. Jim, lose 2.
Go to 8. I feel like at some point you're going to have to start draining Cat.
Me to 27. Yeah, it's going to be after you're dead, and I don't have to worry about Arabella.
Well, we may not get to that point.
I don't doubt that we might not. Speaking of don't doubt that I might not pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap.
You kill him, Jim. Even if it means killing me.
Well, we'll see. Okay, I'm going to tap 3 and cast Andoril, Flame of the West.
Does it go on?
This is a legendary equipment, and it says whenever equipped creature attacks, I create 2 tapped 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. If that creature is legendary, instead create 2 of them that are tapped and attacking. I'm then going to attach it to one of my Wampirs. Then I'm going to move to combat. I am going to attack Alex. You know what? With all of my vampires.
All 5 of them.
All 5 of
including the big one.
Yeah, one of them is a 4/2. The other ones are 1/1s.
Okay.
That will trigger Andoril.
And you'll make some spirits?
Yeah, I'll make 2 spirits.
Okay.
And yeah, you got...
Those are the attacks?
yeah.
All right. I'll block one of the 1/1s
Okay.
with Poison Tip Archer.
Okay.
So that'll die. You'll lose a life. Go to 6.
Yep. Okay. I'll
8.
gain 8, going to 14. Then I have now completed my combat, and I'm going to pass the turn.
All right. On your end step, I will do this thing that I've been saving for this whole turn cycle. I'm going to make a construct for 2 mana using my
Oh.
Urza Saga.
Is it going to enter tapped?
It sure is, Jim.
Oh,
It will enter tapped.
dang. Impact Tremors.
Yep,
I'll go to
burst.
13.
26.
Alex goes to 26.
And I'll go to untap. I will draw. My Urza Saga will trigger. I will search my library for an artifact card with mana cost 0 or 1 put on the battlefield tapped.
Do you also want to activate the construct ability?
Yes, before I do that,
Sounds good.
because I have a lot of mana. So I'm going to make another construct.
Okay. Tapped or
And
untapped?
that one will also be tapped. Yeah, tapped, because it's not hasty. And I will make a construct. It will enter tapped, because I'm going to pay my taxes again.
Yeah.
You currently have 4 artifacts.
Yes.
So that would
Then I will search for my artifact. And with that, I will go find my skull clamp.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So you toss it into play?
Yes.
Yep. Tapped.
Yes.
Nice try.
Because it doesn't matter.
Mono
Not
artifact.
matter. Then I will play this Path of Ancestry tapped. I wish I had more non-creature spells. Blame it on Alex.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable playing Alex.
Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 8 tapped. Storm-killed artist.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it gets +1/+0 for each artifact I control, and whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, I make a treasure token.
And that triggers Impact Tremors.
Let's see, this construct is now.
5/5.
Hi, Alex.
I'm an irrational actor. I'll kill him. I'll kill him dead.
Do it.
I will.
Hit
Okay,
you
I'll
for
take 5.
5. And with that, I will pass to Alex.
Sounds good. All right, time for some more irrational acting. During our upkeep, Oversold Cemetery is going to get us Plague Crafter. Then we're going to draw a card. All right, we're going to kick it off by paying 1, 2, 3 for you know him, you hate him. It's Plaguecrafter. He's going to enter the battlefield tapped and then trigger.
Oh, okay. I think my Lonely Soldier's going away.
Okie dokie. Plaguecrafter down.
I think I might actually sack the Stormkiln Artist
Okay.
because the constructs are really big right now.
It's true. They are fairly large.
Yep.
Okie
I
dokie.
have a lot of mana.
So
2 creatures died.
2 creatures died. Jim goes to 9. Cat stays at 19. Then for my next trick, we'll tap 1 for Soul Ring in defense mode.
Okay.
Then for my next trick, we're tap 1, 2, 3, 4 for Gixian Puppeteer. That says, whenever I draw my second card each turn, each opponent loses 2 life and I gain 2 life. When it dies, return another target creature card with mana value 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So Gixian Puppeteer enters, and we're going to move to combat. And Draina, the last Blood Chief, is going to attack Jim.
Okay.
Trigger. Jim, please select a non-legendary creature that comes back on the battlefield with a
I'd
1
love
counter.
to. Thank you. It's going to be your Birds of Paradise. Thank you.
Oh, that Birds is tapped
Well-
and big. 4 in the air.
I'll block.
Okay.
Creature died.
Creature died.
Yep.
So
I'll take
Jim
1,
takes
go
1.
to 8.
Second main phase. Same as the first. It's not, though. Zimone and Dina is going to tap and sacrifice Birds of Paradise. Going to draw a card from Zimone and Dina. No lands. Going to draw a card from Zimone and Dina. Triggers. Everybody loses 2 life.
Alex goes to 21.
Then Zimone and Dina trigger. You go to 4.
I'll go to 4.
Ah, well, good news. Oversold Cemetery is still oversold, so we'll pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap. We're looking for our 1 or 2 outs we got in this deck right now. Oh, is this good? Nope.
That's always what you want to hear.
Uh-huh. I'm going to activate Skull Clamp, clamping my Lone Spirit.
Go to 3.
I will go to 3 and draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Ask me what this card was after the game. I'm going to play Plains. I'm going to tap a white, cast Legion's Landing. I'll make
Another vampire.
another vampire.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be short-lived, though, because I think I have to clamp it.
Give it the clamps.
I'm going to give it the clamps. Vampire down. I'll go to 2 and draw 2 cards. I'm going to then spend 2 to cast Boros Signet.
You want to have it enter tapped?
I would not, thank
Okay.
you. I'm going to move to combat. Same thing, Alex, I'm going to attack you with 4 vampires. One of them is equipped with Enderal.
Okay. Any other effects before blocks?
No.
I'll block one of the not big ones. So you'll gain 7 and go to 9.
On attack, make a spirit
Yep.
and transform Legion's Landing.
Mhm.
It's actually 2 spirits. Then,
A Dunto.
yeah, so I lose a vampire.
1 vampire. So you go to 9, then go to 8.
And then I
Nice.
have to move to discard.
Okay.
I'm going to discard Beetleback Chief.
Oh, I love Beetleback Chief.
And I'll pass.
Cool. Untap. I will play the Sulphur Falls. I will equip the Skull Clamp to this construct. And then I will go to combat.
Yeah, please do.
Alex.
For 11,
11.
Yes.
I'm going to go to 6.
I will pass the turn to you, Alex.
Okie dokie. We're going to untap.
This is a very close game.
It is a very close game.
Right down to the wire.
I disagree.
In my upkeep, Oversold Cemetery is once more going to grab me. Plaguecrafter. Then
Got it.
I'm going to draw my card for turn. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3 to cast Catacomb Sifter.
Ooh.
When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token onto the battlefield with sacrifice this, add 1 to my mana pool. It also says whenever another creature I control dies, scry 1. So off of Catacomb Sifter, I'm going to get this Eldrazi Scion into play. That's also going to be tapped because I don't want to give Jim more Vampires.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're going to tap Sol Ring and float 1 for Skull Clamp that also enters tapped.
Yep.
That I'm going to use the float to Merc the Eldrazi Scion, give him the clamps, draw 2. So Jim, lose 1.
I'll go to 7.
Either of you are what I wanted.
That triggers Zimone and Dina.
Yeah, you drew your second card.
Oh, I sure did. Thank you for noticing. It also triggers Gitaxian Puppeteer. So Jim lose a total of 4. Cat lose a total of 2. I will gain 4. Pay 1, 2 for Blardist.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's breaking parity right there.
Oh yeah. Then I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3 to cast Plaguecrafter tapped. Sacrifice a creature.
Yeah, okay.
So, Plague Crafter.
I'll sacrifice a spirit.
I'm going to sacrifice this construct.
So Jim goes to dead.
I'm at 3.
Yeah,
And
so
we
three,
just-
three creatures died, and there's 3 Blood Artist triggers.
So we've got 3 Blardist triggers and poison.
Oh, whenever
Archer.
another creature dies. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you need to gain 4
Yeah.
life.
Okay. I will go to dead.
Goes to dead.
Ordered.
And Blardist will drain and gain off of Cat 3 times.
Yep.
So you'll
I
see
did
you to 12,
12.
and I'm to 13. I'm in the lead.
And I'm going to draw 2 cards off Skull Clamp. Yay!
Ah! Wait, how? Oh, because you sacrificed the one. Yeah. Okay.
Smart.
Then I'm going to move to attacks and swing Drina over at Cat. Yeah, I'm going to need you to select a non-legendary creature out of this pile for me.
You, sir, may have a Birds of Paradise.
Oh, look at this Birds of Paradise. Jim. I'm
Wow.
going to encroach a bit there.
Wow.
He's out for blood.
That's disrespect.
That's okay. I'm not using it.
Yeah. So you got 4 in the air coming at you, Cat.
All right. So you declare attackers. Before I declare blockers, I'm going to cast an instant.
Uh-oh.
5,
Oh my god.
6, 7.
Are we overloading Cyclonica? Oh, 8.
8.
Oh.
Oh no.
Pull from tomorrow, X equals 6.
Ooh, I like
Trigger
that card.
Kykar?
Trigger Kykar, make a spirit.
Take 1.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love Full from Tomorrow.
Sweet. We're back in this game, people. And then I will discard a card. It will be this Felwar Stone.
Okie dokie.
Speaking of artifacts, your count goes down 4.
Yes, it does.
Blocks.
I will block Drana,
Okay.
the spirit.
So Spirit dies. You'll gain 1, you'll lose 1, and then you'll lose 1 again while I gain 1.
Yep. So I go to 11.
11 to 13.
You got it. Alrighty. That's the end of my turn.
All right, I will go to untap. Okay, so we're going to do white, colorless, and a red.
War Leader's Call?
You got it.
Oh, is it?
Nice.
War Leader's Call.
Hey!
You War Leader called it.
So Kykar trigger
Yep.
will make a spirit.
Yep. ETB, 1 damage to my face.
Yep.
12?
12.
Then we are going to a colorless, blue, and a white.
3 mana for...
Generous gift.
Oh, generous gift.
Targeting poison tip archer. So destroy target permanent, and you will make a 3/3 token.
Yeah, Trigger Kykar.
Trigger
Trigger
Kykar
Kykar.
first.
I'll go to 11 when the Spirit ends.
So you lose
2.
2 life because of War
You're at
Leader's
10.
Call.
Oh, I go to 10. Right.
Yeah.
Which I didn't read what the card said, but whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
great.
also, my creatures are now +1/+1.
That's also pretty great.
Okay, so you got your spirit. We did the
So
2
now we've
triggers.
got Elephant Making on the stack.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap Zimone and Dina to sacrifice Poison Tip Archer in response.
Okay.
All right.
So, Zimone and Dina on the stack. Any effects?
No effects.
We've got Blood Artist on the stack.
Yeah, Blood Artist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cat,
oh,
you
Cat
can
I-
stay
I
as
said
a
even.
My bad.
Yeah,
My
that's
bad.
all good.
Alex goes to 11.
Then I'm going to draw 2 cards
All right, so this fizzles.
Yep.
because we're repeating this process. Well, sorry.
Draw
I'm going to draw a card,
Yep.
and I'm going to draw a card, and play the Zagoth Triumph.
And you've got 2 triggers.
You got 2 triggers. So, lose 2 life, gain 2 life, lose 2 life, gain 2 life.
This is an uphill battle, people.
Yeah.
Uphill battle.
Okay, stack's empty.
We have 6 mana right now. Tap and 4. For a Bident of Thassa.
Hey, I like that
Whenever a
one.
creature I control deals combat damage to a player, I may draw a card.
That's pretty good.
And then I will make a spirit.
Yeah.
Take 2, go to 13.
So we're going to go to combat. So one of these spirits is not summoning sick.
Okay.
So I will separate them out like this.
Feel free to take over Jan's board, too.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Then I will send everything I got, pretty much.
So, everything but the 2 spirits that can't attack.
Correct.
So we got Kykar, Construct, Spirit in the air. So we got 2/2 Spirit, 4/4 Kykar, and 6/6 Construct, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Yep.
I will block the 6/6 Construct with Gitaxian Puppeteer.
Okay.
So damage happens. I go to 7.
Alex goes to 7. The Gitaxian Puppeteer dies.
Dies,
And
yeah.
triggers.
This is.
Triggers.
Does it have Death Touch?
It does not.
This is fine.
I've got a Blood Artist trigger.
Yep.
So that hits you, but it doesn't do anything. But I do gain a life to go to 8.
Yep.
And Gitaxian Puppeteer trigger says when it dies, return another target creature to the battlefield, which is going to be Plague Crafter.
Okay, and I also have a damage trigger from the spirit and Kykar.
Yeah,
That's
to
right.
draw 2 cards.
So draw your 2 cards. Plague Crafter ETB.
I will sacrifice the tap spirit.
Tap Spirit, and I will sacrifice the Plague Crafter.
Okay.
So I will gain 2 more life.
Go to 10.
And then I will
Alex, you've got 2 scry triggers from the Catacomb
Oh,
Sifter.
that I do. Thank you. We'll send that to the bottom, and I'll leave that on top.
All right, and with that, I'll pass the turn.
Sounds good. We're going to untap. Whew. Let's see if we can put this one away. We got you at 7, right?
Yeah, you got me at 7.
Okie dokie. Let's see what we can do here. During our upkeep, we are going to put Gitaxian Puppeteer back into our hand off of Oversold Cemetery, then draw a card. Going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4 for Vindictive Vampire. Vindictive Vampire says whenever another creature I control dies, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and I gain a life.
Ooh,
All right.
Okay.
Then we're going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4 for Gitaxian Puppeteer.
I remember that one.
Yeah,
Wow,
classic, right?
it's back.
It's back. Oh, I mistapped here. It's all right. I'm just going to untap this island.
Oh, it's a game loss.
Thank you. Tap 1, 2, 3, including 2 blue. For Min, Wily Illusionist. Whenever I draw my second card each turn, create a 1/1 blue illusion creature token. With this creature gets +1/+0 for each other illusion creature you control. Whenever illusion I control dies, I may put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to that creature's power from my hand onto the battlefield. Whew, that was a mouthful.
So many words.
Yes, it was. So things
right.
that can attack are up here. Things that cannot attack are back here. So then what we're going to do is we are going to tap Zimone and Dina to sacrifice our Birds of Paradise.
Okay.
So we're going to draw a card. Bunch of triggers happen. I have no lands. I'm going to draw a card. Not a bunch of triggers happen, but this Sunken Hollow goes onto the battlefield.
All right, no, the trigger's on the board.
Yeah.
Yes. So you've got 2 Blood Artists,
Yeah.
and you've got 2 Drains for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Cat has 1 gain 1 life,
Yeah.
Yep.
and you've got a Scry trigger.
Yes. So I'm going to do the Scry trigger first just to get that out of the way.
Okay.
That's going to go on the bottom.
I guess technically Cat gains a life first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So you go to 8.
So now
So-
we lose 2, go to 6. Then you lose 2 from Zimone and Dina, go to 4. I gain 2, go to... Oh, sorry. I've gained 4 at this point. Go to 14. And then you lose 2 to go to 2, and I go to 16. You have 2 blockers, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So I'm going to go to combat and attack with Catacomb Sifter and Drana.
All right.
Drana trigger, would you like me to have this Birds of Paradise back?
Yes, you may have your Birds of Paradise back. That is a vampire. Okay, so I have to block here with my 2 spirits.
Okay.
So I will do that.
Okie dokie. So they'll die. What'll happen is you'll gain your 2 life first before Blood Artist triggers to make you lose 2 life.
Yeah,
but I'll
and actually
gain 2.
before damage,
Sure.
I'm gonna sacrifice 1 for red mana.
You got 1 red mana.
2 lightning bolts, something or someone. I'm going to just do it to the vindictive vampire.
To the Vindictive Vampire.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna force some actions.
So on the stack right now, we have an Ashes of the Abhorrent trigger above the Lightning Bolt and above my Blood Artist trigger.
Okay.
So Ashes of the Abhorrent is going to resolve.
Yep.
Gain you 1 life, go to 3.
Yep.
Yep, from the sack.
Then you're going to create a 1/1 spirit. Trigger Impact Tremors. I
And
go.
War Leader's Call.
Yeah, you're gonna take 2.
I'm going to take 2,
Go to
and
12.
I've got myself going to 14. Then we're down to my Blood Artist trigger. Blood Artist triggers, you lose a life, go back to 2, and I go up to 15.
Yes.
Now, Lightning Bolt, Vindictive Vampire.
Yes.
Vindictive Vampire dies.
Yep.
Trigger Blood Artist, trigger Ashes of the Abhorrent.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm net even.
You're net even, and I go to 16.
Trigger Catacomb Sifter as well.
And I scry. It's going to go to the bottom.
I believe that's everything.
Not quite,
now we're
because now we're at the
blocks.
blocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so now the second spirit actually dies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I'll gain 1
1
life.
You go to
Yes.
17. Yeah.
17.
Now, second main phase. I think that's it for me. Pass the turn.
We lived. Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yep.
Untap.
Chat, I forgot to make an illusion, but we'll get that in a
Yeah.
second.
I will play a land for turn, which is a Plains.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to equip the Skull Clamp to the Construct.
I'll make that illusion token that's a 1/1.
Okay. I will go to combat
Mm-hmm.
with the Construct, the Spirit, and Kykar.
And Kykar. All right.
2 flyers get through.
For
I
sure.
guess you can block the birds.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm going to block Kykar with the birds, and I'm going to use Gitaxian Puppeteer to block the construct.
Okay.
How big is the construct?
It is a 6/4.
Okay, so both the construct and Gitaxian Puppeteer are going to die.
Yep.
Along with birds, I'm going to take 2 in the air from the spirit, go to 15.
But when combat damage happens,
We will have some more triggers.
Okay.
Yep.
So I go to 15 first,
Yep.
and now we've got some triggers. So we've got the construct dying,
Yep.
so you'll draw 2. Then you're going to gain a total of 3 life, lose a total of 3 life, and I gain a total of 3 life.
Yes.
Okay.
So I go to 18.
Yes.
I've then got a Gitaxian Puppeteer trigger.
And you're also going to scry from.
And I'm going to
the
scratch in a
commander.
second, yeah. And off my Gitaxian Puppeteer trigger, I'm going to grab Plague Crafter back onto the battlefield.
Yep.
Plague Crafter trigger, I'm going to sacrifice my illusion.
I'm going to sacrifice the spirit.
So you gain net nothing, I gain 2.
Alex goes to 20.
Go to 20. You're at 2. To the bottom.
Hit with 2 creatures.
Yep.
Yes.
Go ahead and draw.
Scry.
draw 2.
To the bottom.
It was just the one creature that hit. 'Cause you
Yeah,
blocked
2
it.
creatures died.
Yeah, but it deals combat damage. Draw a
Oh,
card.
yeah.
So
'cause
only
it
one-
blocks
only-
Kykar.
Yeah, only
so
one
I only
thing
drew
hit.
1.
Yeah,
Very good.
and my last scry to the bottom.
We're going to tap 1, 2 for an arcane signet.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger Kykar, make spirit.
Go to 18.
And then you lose 2.
Yep.
18.
And then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Mhm.
7. We're going to cast Divergent Transformations.
I love this card.
It's so
Sure,
good.
what's it do?
Oh, it's in cost 1. That's for each opponent, so I will untap a land.
Sure. sounds good.
Exile 2 target creatures. For each of those creatures, its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. Then put that card onto the battlefield. Then I shuffle the rest in my library.
Sounds good. Which 2 creatures would you like to target?
Well, first of all, I have a Kykar trigger.
Good call.
Yes.
I'll go to 16.
16.
This might be really fun.
I'll make a spirit. But when I cast this, I do have to target before the spirit enters. So I will target Kykar in the spirit. That is
Okay.
already there.
Sounds good.
Kykar.
And those are exiled?
Exile.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, let's see him.
Yeah, 2 creatures. Oh,
This might take a while. Oh, Pramicon.
okay.
Okay.
Not very useful right now.
Would you like
Yeah.
me to attack to the left or to the right?
I would like you to attack to the right.
Sounds good. I'll attack to the right.
That's smart. Okay, second creature.
Come on, miss it. Oh, third pass Iconoclast.
Okay.
So this one is whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I make a 1/1 soldier artifact creature token.
And Alex is going to lose 4.
Go to 12.
Going down to 12.
And then with that, we have 3 mana left. Let's tap for 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put the Skull Clamp on the spirit.
Skull Clamp on the spirit. Right on.
Although Pramicon is pretty beefy, it's a flying defender.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's 1/5.
I still got you at 2,
It's
yeah?
2/6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, I will pass the turn.
Right on. I'm going to untap. In my upkeep, I've got an Oversold Cemetery trigger. I'm going to grab Gitaxian Puppeteer.
Nice.
In my upkeep, I'm going to activate Zimone and Dina.
Yep.
To do Plague Crafter,
Yep.
draw a card, put a forest onto the battlefield, draw a card, trigger Zimone and Dina. 2 damage.
Yep.
Yep.
Game for 2.
Good game!
That sounds like a wrap.
Good game.
Sorry to say on the mana screw there.
It was like mostly fine, and then you killed my mana dork.
Yeah.
And I was set back a little bit. I feel like, given I had 2 lands, I was still playing stuff. The thing I had in my hand that I was trying to see if I could kill Jim and I was -2/-2 to all creatures,
Oh, yeah,
and
sure.
just like kill us both.
Yeah.
But no, it never worked out in my favor.
Yeah, that's super
fine.
fair. I was really happy with how this deck rolled out. I think it did exactly what it wanted to do. And the last 2 draws I hit were Avengers, Zendikar, and Scoot Swarm. So if I didn't have it, I was about to.
My last draw of the game was, what do we call it? The one that makes Pegasi.
Stormherd!
But I was at 3.
Yeah.
And it costs 10.
Yeah.
So,
3 Pegasi.
yeah, I did basically exactly what I said I was going to do in the pregame, which was get very scary. and then-
Arabella
and
got...
then go away.
Yeah, Arabella got to the
that's
point where it was like, if we didn't kill it, we were all going to
You
die.
had a target on your back. the whole game.
I got to the point where I needed to be able to draw like some kind of protection, like Lightning Greaves or something, because just rolling out Arabella onto this board meant that it was not going to survive a turn cycle, and
Yeah.
I wasn't playing lands or ramping fast enough to like play it and then have to play it again the next turn. So, but yeah, I was making lots of stuff.
You were crazy resilient against my deck.
Yeah,
That
so-
Ashes of the Abhorrent did a lot of work.
That was the all-star, and like I put that in the deck only because I sack so many creatures that like incidental life gain when you're playing a more control style deck really makes a big difference.
And even just like knocking the sharp edges off of an aristocrats deck at the table as like an incidental whatever benefit
You
is great.
probably avoided 25 plus damage over that.
absolutely, I
Easily.
would have been dead so many turns ago if
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
I was gonna say Revel and Riches on curve because it wasn't my opener. It would have been like
Yeah, you probably would have won the game. But if you want to win the game, you can head down to your local game store, pick up some GameGenic products, and be the winner because you'll have the best of the best. Simultaneously, if you're in the Winnipeg region, you can go to one of these locations. Good job, Phil. And grab yourself a burrito from Burrito Splendido. They're delicious, and we're going to go have some a little bit later today. But in the meantime, the names you're about to see are our patrons, and you can be included on this list for as little as $5 a month. That is less than $1 a game. Did you know that we put out an average of 7 games a month, plus an additional patron exclusive? So if you want to see that patron exclusive, or just help support this show, bringing you all this content for your eyeballs, head on over to patreon.com/thespikefeeders and help us out. We want to thank you so much for your time today, and we hope you have a great day.